Hello, gentlemen, ladies, and everyone else. My name is Robert. I was known as YFNDM. I run a page on Facebook and a very, very, very small channel on YouTube. But I would like to welcome you here today, tonight, or whenever you may be watching this in your regional equivalent, to a playthrough of a Warhammer Fantasy RPG. With me, I have my good four friends and traveling companions who I will murder horribly in some way, shape, or form, or they will go insane and start murdering their friends, murder horribly in some way, shape, or form. With that, let's everybody introduce ourselves.
I am Gingy the Brawler, and I will be playing Carrion, the Dwarven Entertainer.
My name's Andrew, and today I will be playing Albrecht, the Cowardly Scribe.
Hi, I'm Blackwing Gaming, and I will be playing Theodore Hess, the Noble.
I'm Joe, and I will be playing Norskin Berserker.
Previously, to kind of get our feet wet and make sure everybody understood what was going on, we had everybody go to the Midland province of the Empire, and they ended up palling around in Karaberg with a noble's son who was challenged to a duel by Ulm and won barely.
On a technicality.
That's right. He challenged Ulm to a duel, and Ulm said, "I picked the weapon, and it's a great axe." And the fellow went, "I don't like those odds." There was a body that was found in a fountain that was brutalized and mutilated, and they decided, you know what? This is not our business. We're getting out of here. So, our story begins today with our party of, I guess, generally good people. I wouldn't say brigands and ne'er-do-wells. That would be a different style of...
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Three of us aren't brigands and ne'er-do-wells.
Yes, I'm staring at the entertainer for that.
Yeah. At least the ne'er-do-well.
I have done nothing wrong thus far.
To be fair, Owen punched out a priest for yelling at a little girl.
Yes.
Tried
Yes,
to punch out.
One moment,
Show
please.
your face.
So, we begin on the road north of Karaberg. As you are walking on the road, you spot something just past a bend. A young man lies in the side of the path. You see he has suffered terrible wounds, massive gashes in his chest and stomach. He was a handsome, fit youth, but now his lifeblood is seeping into the mud. There was obviously a vicious fight here. The mud is churned with footprints. He looks up at you with the last of his strength and tries to speak. Hello? Help. Please. Help.
I think this is on you. I didn't mean to kill him. Go see what the man wants. Why am I giving orders?
See, ask him what may have happened, but afterwards.
Walks over, puts his face down in front of the lad's face. What?
I'm a dead man. I accept that. My family, please. You've been a friend to a dying stranger. I just ask you to do something for me. My family home, Slot Fontreneur, is just a few days east from here. Take this, my family seal. He hands a bottle opener. My family seal. It will prove to them that you tell the truth. Go there and tell them what has happened to their son. Tell them so they can grieve.
What has happened to the son?
Beastman.
What'd he say?
I don't know. He said something about beastmen, but
What?
those are false.
I assure you, my good sir, they are very real.
Deed is done. Ulm starts looting his body.
Okay.
Let the body get cold at least before you do that.
Ulm is practical, not sentimental. Men die every day. So happened this one hand seal and asked to go to his town.
Please wash your hands before you try to come near me again. Close enough.
So you loot his body. You find 3 silver pieces, and a bunch of old clothes that are now bloodstained. But he's got very little on him. He's got a dagger that was it stabbed into the tree next to him.
Does anyone have a shovel?
Don't mind me.
There are more important things to do than bury body on side of road.
Then, can you please just toss the body further in?
Picks up, hoist over shoulder.
How far away are we from?
Take the silver coins
Carolburg?
as your payment.
Okay.
Ulm was taking the silver coins regardless of whether you told him to or not. He's the one searching the body. Those are going in his purse.
Cementing Ulm's lead as the most wealthy of all of us, even the noble.
He's also the most heartless of all of us.
Moving on.
To be fair.
Picks up the corpse, walks a little ways into the tree line, and just kind of drops it, and then comes back.
Now, I'd like to go back to that bit about beastmen.
Excuse me, sir. They are men who are beasts.
But those are fake, right?
No.
Won't see
What?
many things in Norska. We see soon.
Oh God, I mean, oh Sigmar.
Are we traveling east?
You're traveling north, but this particular manor that this particular place that he's talking about is a little bit east.
Would it be too far of a detour?
No. I mean,
As dwarfs say, Ulm very heartless, but is good to honor man's dying wishes.
I would agree. He may have been a peasant, but the very minimum we can do is honor his last wish.
Which,
so hang on. Just so you're aware, Jacob. He did hand a family seal to Ulm. It's an axe with a snake wrapped around it.
so he's probably not a peasant commoner.
No,
He's got a family crest.
If he's got a family crest, yeah, he's probably.
To the Hess family, anyone who isn't a Hess is not important.
Nice save.
My thoughts
That's
exactly.
almost one way.
All right.
200 XP?
No.
It was good. It was not that good.
All right.
10 XP?
Whether or not they're important, we may still get a reward from it.
Ulm is always happy for more money.
Or we are put as the killers, but we're still going nonetheless.
Ulm has killed many men before. Ulm
It's a
not
great
kill this
thing to
one.
do.
Why they think Ulm killed this one?
Wait.
Eh.
Which way was he going?
Didn't
He,
say.
he died.
In the direction of a corpse.
That is astoundingly unhelpful.
Does anybody
Fair
have... What was the relevant skill for that?
Still an
Tracking
entertainer.
or something?
What?
Who would actually
To see
use
which
to
way
check
he
for
was.
that?
Check what?
See which way he would come from.
That'd be follow trail.
Yep,
It's an advanced
follow trail.
one, which I doubt any of us have.
Whichever way he came from, let's not go that
You
way.
know who does?
No.
We don't have characters prepared in case we die. That's not a thing.
I mean,
DM twirls stash. Yes, it is. You have been given this sigil and asked to go to this man's estate, which is a little bit due east of here.
let us travel.
Okay. So.
Really quick, just to interject, for the sake of, in case something happens while we're on the path to the woods, you're riding in horse. Ulm is probably in front. I imagine they're just walking next to him.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just because that'd be a
I was
pretty
gonna- I was-
standard.
Just
like,
about to
party
say,
makeup.
Like the
Theodore
noble.
jumps on horse.
All right. So, he So yes, you Monty Python your way. It does take a day or two to get to this place, but you finally do in the evening hours. It's late
Quick
evening.
question for you. How many days has it been since we started?
A handful.
Like a week?
Started or left the town? Do you mean?
We spent
Yes, all.
3 days in the town in total.
And it takes 2 days to get to the house, so it's 5 days.
But he said we were a couple days away from Karaberg when we ran into this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has been a week.
So it's
Yeah,
it's
probably.
give or take.
By the time we get there, it's been a week.
You owe me
Payment.
15 silver.
Payment.
Our noble,
Further cementing.
our noble pays our
excuse me?
bodyguard.
Joe, would you like to give them the prices?
Only do 15 silver per week, or 5 gold per trip. Is good rates. Only is good. Not no word. Swell sword. Yes.
Swell sword
Owen is the
DM.
swellest sword I've ever met.
So swell, his sword is axe.
My sword has swollen.
No, swell, not swole. My sword is
No,
just
Oln is
swole.
swole. His axe is swell.
swole.
No, no.
Moving
it is a sword.
onward.
It is a sword. It's just really stubby on the blade side and real long in the handle.
Moving on.
It is late evening by the time you reach the home of the Vontrenour family. Schloss Vontrenour is far removed from the closest road, reached by a winding track that winds through the dense, dark forest. Approaching the house, the forest gives way to a wide clearing, in which sits Schloss Vontrenour. The Vontrenour estate was once a single grand house, built in the old imperial style with dark stone and high-arched windows. But over the decades, wings and outhouses have been added, so the estate is now a confusing jumble of styles, piled up against the walls of the stone house. Most of the estate is dark, with the lights only burning in the windows of the old house. 2 torches light the main door, and you see a woman emerge from the house. An aged and pale woman with a pinched, lined face. She hurries toward you. Please, have you heard word of my son?
Olin reaches into his jerkin pocket, pulls out the seal.
We have indeed.
And what of him?
He's dead in forest about 2 miles that way.
On! You can't... On!
She wants to
Excuse
know.
She
Good.
immediately starts
That-
breaking down.
There
I would
are
like to calm
certain
this woman
things.
with a charm.
You can attempt to calm her.
It's okay. He died painfully.
I shall attempt. My dear lady.
She falls to her knees. She's so stunned that she's finally silent. The tears are welling up in her eyes.
Is she a noble?
Is this not enough of it? He
Oh,
died
she's
in
not.
battle.
She is not.
So,
Okay. Then,
I'm a lot taller than you.
unfortunate.
Okay, so she your particular skill would not be applicable in this particular instance.
Charm?
Well,
We're not trying
your
to
charm,
seduce her.
your charm. That's not what charm is.
Idiot.
Scribe.
Idiot.
So your skill with the noble cross compatibility would not be applicable in this particular instance.
Okay. Well, I still succeed.
Okay. So she what did you say?
Dear madam, it was quick for him. Listen not to the dwarf. He wanted you to know his last life.
She looks up at you. She's blubbering, but she's not quite crying yet. She has kind eyes. And
As a noble, I will give you my shoulder.
so she's
No.
crying, and all of a sudden the doors of the estate open. There's an old man that walks out, but he's in fine health with long graying hair and a barrel chest. His stern face softens slightly as he consoles his wife and looks at you, pulls her away, holds her instead. My name is Odorin Vontrenor, and this is my wife, Sane. Gustav is my son. I take it you have come to tell us he will not be returning to Schloss Vontrenor.
Won't have bad news.
Beastman, I fear.
It is the way of things. When one gets an adventurous spirit, this is bound to happen eventually. Surely you are tired from your journey. Would you wish to come in? Of course you would. Come into my house. We will fix you supper.
Thank you, good sir.
And as you walk in,
A pleasure and an honor, Master Vantanor.
and you, sir,
My name is Theodore Hess. We come from Weisselen.
Vissenland.
Weisselen.
There we go. What was that?
Right at the thing.
Ah, there we go.
Can I see their names?
Okay,
How to
so the
spell
names.
it
So the
real quick.
names.
Just so I don't
Ondrin,
mess
Ondurin.
Okay.
Vontreneur, Vonreuter. Vonritter. Excuse me, not Vontreneur. Vonritter. Addendum.
T-E what?
R.
R.
Vonritter.
Von, like
Von
Von Ritter.
Vonritter.
Two
Ritter.
words or
Root.
one?
Vonritter.
One word.
Okay.
One word.
Honored?
And then
Von
Vonruta
Ruta.
is one word. Von is more of like a prefix. Like in most cases that you can
Von
find that the
Karsten,
C would be
yeah.
capitalized and the
Von
R would be capitalized
Yeah.
too. It's a bit like a Mick
What woman's
in
name?
Yeah.
Scottish.
Her name is Sane. Sane. Same last name.
Sone
Okay.
and Gustav.
And Gustav was the son, yes. He leads you into the hall of the old house at the center of his estate. Inside is even more reminiscent of the old empire, with dark wooden paneling worked into elegant Gothic lines, stone floors smooth with age, and an air of antiquity and fading wealth. The house seems large and drafty, and the only servant here is, well, this is Lothar. Introduces Ondrin. This is my son, Sorthlin. I hate this name.
Quick one. So Lothar is
is-
son too.
Is servant.
Okay, Lothar.
He has sent him. Hey, excuse me. Let me retcon that. He goes, Lothar, would you fetch the children, please? And after a while, a bunch of kids come filing in. This is my son, Slothin. And there's he indicates to a tall, dark-haired youth who kind of does this. Slothin is Gustav's younger brother. He indicates to a petite blonde girl barely into her late teens who would be pretty were she not quite so pale and drawn. Next to her stands an older girl, beautiful with dark, lustrous hair and full lips. She's holding the hand of a third girl who's only 5 or 6 years old. To the blonde, he gestures, this is Anya. And to the dark-haired girl, this is Wilhelmina, my eldest, and this is my granddaughter, Elena. All the girls curtsy toward you.
What was the dark-haired woman's name?
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina.
Nina.
Wilhelmina.
I bow to the children when they're introduced.
What was the youngest?
I wave.
And what's the youngest one?
Elena. Ondrin tells the family of Gustav's death. Gentlemen, I would ask if you would explain to my family his passing. How did he pass?
Well, we found his body on.
Oh! Allow me. We were walking on the road. We found him lying there. He had been attacked by beastmen, and he asked us to come find you and inform him of his passing.
Ah, I see. Well then,
It was a good part of the story.
If you would allow me, I would like to offer you a performance to help your grieving.
At this point, you don't. You are so caught up in introducing yourself that you don't catch that all the women just immediately start bursting into tears. And they start wailing and crying. And after they've finally been comforted, Ondrin says, Come, eat with us. And he looks at Lothar. Set a few extra seats at the table, if you would, please. And so, so you walk into the main hall, and there's a long table, and everybody is sitting down. Well, everybody from the Ventrino family except Elena. And the supper is sausage, boiled potatoes, and cabbage. It begins with Ondrin leading a toast to Gustav. May his soul find peace.
To Gustav.
Seemed like a good kid. Would have liked to meet on battlefield one day.
And he drinks and with a very agreeable red wine, so says the book. Tell me about yourselves and your exploits. What adventures have you been on? And what interesting things have you seen?
And this is where Ohm comes in. No. Perform storyteller.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And what are you storytelling about?
Just
Chaos.
the... Okay, give me 1 second here. I need to...
So what I would like you to do is anytime before you say something,
Right.
please roll
Okay.
me a check. Please say it, what you're going to say first, then roll the check.
As
You
Do
don't
we have
see-
anything established of what we did beforehand? Because we didn't just kind of appear in the village. Did we have anything interesting happen before that?
I don't know. Did you?
Are you talking about the thing
As,
that we
as a group,
Make a story.
probably not.
So
I think-
hang on.
Yeah.
As a DM, I don't know. Did you? That means free license to make something up. And
Where are you from? Wissenland?
Yep.
Well, we come from Wissenland. Long way, far south. It's a good country we come through. We meet occasional bandit here. He's good fight. On take care of many himself. Hess, you're good with sword too. Dwarf like to throw hammers. Whether effective or not, we have yet to see. Scribe, he hide under horse. Maybe try milking it once or twice. Not know what scribe do under horse. Is interesting time. But we spend long time,
Coward.
come north. We stopped recently in Caroburg. Horrible events there, best not spoken of. But then we come here, we find your poor son. Now, here we are.
reroll it. Was it a 100?
Hold on.
No, it was a 90 something.
Okay, all right. Before you roll it, right? Are we good?
No. Anyway.
Hang on.
Yes, that is a pass.
Okay.
By quite a few degrees of success.
All right. So you pass, and they all, and they look off, and Sana asks, "Well, what kind of adventure?" And Ondrin kind of cuts her off. Well, what kind of what kind of adventures did you have within this city? You said it was full of something a little disagreeable. And at which point, Wilhelmina and Anya. Oh yes, do tell us. I would love to hear more about your stories, says Wilhelmina, and she's clearly making goo eyes at Ulm. And
Perception 0.
Anya is. Tell us more about your stories. And Anya says, well, what about the rest of the Empire? What was it like walking all the way from Wissenland all the way to Middenheim? And at which point her sister Wilhelmina says, oh, Anya, you're so silly. Why would anyone want to know about that drab stuff? Tell me, Master what are the exploits of all the men you've slain?
Looked a lot like a loading screen.
Oh, not no many. You find men in forest, try to attack you, try to steal money. You not worry about what to do with life. You kill, leave by roadside. Riesling was nice. Many goats, but quiet place. One would like retire there someday. As for town, body found in fountain is not fun time.
And at which point, Wilhelmina says, "Oh my, I wouldn't like much about that." And Anya, "Well, what happened next?"
We left.
Oh. Well, did you not find anything interesting? Ow, now, Anya, you mustn't push him too far.
Well,
Ulm is
tell me.
bodyguard, not investigator.
Well,
Ulm protects
Ulm did
us.
lose a duel.
Oh, really?
Yes, foppish prince. Not big enough for great axe.
Prince?
Burgermeister's son. Same difference.
Oh, well, that's not quite a prince, but tell me, how did it go?
Well, it may have mostly been my fault that he lost. You see,
Oh.
I set the rules for the duel, and I decided whoever draws blood first wins.
Andrin says, "What was it, throwing rocks at each other?"
No.
It was fight with great axe.
You would
Burgermeister's
insult your
son.
master? Speak, Master Hess.
It
Sorry,
was
I
a
didn't mean to
fight
speak.
with great axes, and unfortunately, the young man could not lift the great axe. And as a courtesy, Olm did give him his side axe, which is easily used. However, Olm doesn't know how to swing his axe, apparently, and did nothing to the boy, and the boy managed to wound him slightly.
One's rates go up.
Olm's rates do not.
The rules were draw blood, but he
Roll order.
mainly managed to trickle.
What are you?
Currently rolling, I believe, a command. Because he's trying to raise his prize.
No. He'd have to roll haggle.
You have to roll haggle,
you have to roll haggle.
Opposed
Thank
haggle
you.
checks?
Nope, it's fine.
You're correct. You do have to roll a haggle. Haggle is a skill in this.
Yeah, so is torture.
Yeah, but you have to be a very specific class for that.
There's like 2.
Maybe 3.
One of them's witch hunter.
And I mean,
Because of course it
I think-
is.
I'm pretty sure Jailer got it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jailer, witch hunter.
interrogator, witch-
Anyway,
the people
moving
that
on.
you know he would think would be torturing people.
yeah,
Anyway,
the usual.
So, with that,
After that, he got shot in the face from the forest.
at which
the
point,
Burgermeister's son.
at which point, Wilhelmina is kind of checking out of the conversation and instead checking out Ulm. And she's batting her eyes and
For anybody
He's
in the audience that has
expensive.
missed it,
and Anya looks at me. The Burgermeister's son was shot in the face with an arrow?
We do not know the culprit, but it came from the dark woods. The dwarf attempted to find him, but there was no trace.
What kind of arrow was it?
Just a regular stone arrow.
Stone? I don't know of many people who have stone arrows.
Apparently, somebody of low currency tried to attack the Burgermeister.
It would make sense for a beastman to have a stone arrow.
I'm
A
still
what?
not convinced those are real.
Until I have
Dying
seen
man,
one,
delusions.
it was a man who attempted the life of the Burgermeister's son. Until you have proven me that such things as beastmen exist.
Next thing you'll be telling us there's Skaven.
And if
The
there,
rookie are real, dammit!
if there
At
are
which point
such
there's
thing
a-
as beastmen, we'd simply build a wall.
let's avoid that.
Vermintide references.
That one
Anyway.
wasn't. Continuing.
I couldn't keep my composure. I'm
Deep
sorry.
breaths, everyone. Deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
I'm sorry,
Deep
I had
air.
to. I had to
that
do
bit
the wall.
out.
Okay. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it is. Just because it makes complete sense. We would build a wall. Oh
He's got a
my!
point though. Like if
Illegal
legit
existences.
beastmen are attacking your village.
You will.
You're gonna build a friggin' wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Middle child is enraptured with story. Eldest daughter is enraptured with Own. Youngest is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, the granddaughter's nowhere to be seen. She didn't sit at supper, and the
She's about like 3
the
or
son
something.
the son hasn't said a word.
Who?
The other son.
Yeah, the son. What's his name?
Where are people
His name
sitting?
is Sultan.
On's at the table. I'm assuming.
They're-
to the
you
left
guys
is
are on
gonna
one
be-
side, the family's on the other side, with Andrin at the head of the table.
Probably.
I'm
table.
assuming.
Where
Give or
is
take.
Own in relation to the son?
Probably
The son's
next to-
closest to the father. Oln is probably closest
To me.
to
So
Yeah.
Hess on his immediate left. So, kind of, if
you have to look through people to see the.
Well,
So-
the girl who's hitting on you is right across from you. Son is right there.
So probably, well, Lord would probably be at the head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Lady possibly on the other side.
Well, actually,
Oldest daughter.
no. Son is right across from you because Mom would be right next to Dad. Yep.
So I'm mom. Probably
No,
the
no, no.
visiting noble would likely
No.
be seated next to
No.
Lord.
He's Mom. He's Son. Your
Other.
eldest daughter. Your youngest
the just
daughter.
flipped. All right.
So Own is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've been recanting your tales, and the son's just.
For just a second there, Own stops. Men of few words often have best tales. Do you have one to share?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's fair.
We're on the far end.
He's gonna kill us all.
He seems like a nice guy. Keeps to himself.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So.
Is there something wrong with young Elena? She hasn't joined us for food.
Oh, she's been visiting the kitchens as per usual. She usually goes there and eats her fill far before supper and has spoiled her appetite once again.
That is not good for a youngling such as her.
No, it is not, but I don't have the heart to whip her into shape. Or the whipping girl to do so either.
Such gluttony can lead to very bad things.
Yes. Well, we make sure to keep a close watch over everything that she does.
About that.
Shh. We make sure to keep a close watch on the kitchen status, and as a result, if there's a little too many things missing, we do give her a good scolding. And besides, if she mars her own figure, well, that's hardly my problem. At which point Wilhelmina, oh, father! It's just,
Well, since you already have two wonderfully beautiful daughters, you should be fine.
thank you.
Again.
Anya, yes, that's very nice of you.
Let children be children. It is not long that wonder stays in ice.
Well, that you're right.
Do you have a daughter?
No.
Not anymore.
He's still from
Don't
Old
tell.
Country.
He's 27.
You could.
Anyway,
He was from
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
a place that
So
I
at
can't
this
say.
point, Andrin, the meal is done. Lothar has cleared the dishes, and he says, "Well, you are welcome to stay at my estate. Thank you for bringing news of my son's passing. Now, if you'd be so kind, we've arranged rooms for you, and Lothar will take you to them." At which point he says, "Good night, gentlemen."
Thank you, my lord.
thank you kindly, my lord.
Thank you, Sir Odin.
What a nice guy.
Right?
And so,
Not
with
creepy at all.
so, so Lothar brings you all, and they're to the hallways wind and have some very strange geometry about them. But he finally brings you to 4 doors that are all next to each other, and he says, and he says that he says, "You'll be sleeping in these places tonight, and I will be locking the door behind you."
Albert, would you care to bunk
Why?
together?
It's for your own safety.
Safety.
Okay.
On is bodyguard. It would be nice to know what exactly needs safety from. Intimidation check.
I'll sleep in your room.
Deal.
Okay.
And that is very much a success.
Okay.
It's going down.
Looks at you. Some things walk through the halls this night. Good night, sir. And he gestures towards the room.
Olin is not comfortable here. But he's
Neither
not
am
one of
I.
us.
So we're in the same room, right?
They
There's
gave us
4 rooms, and he's waiting
We're
for
in
you
the
guys to
same
go
room,
into the
right?
rooms.
I
Olin
go
is
into his
going
room.
in the same room as you.
Yeah.
Closes the door and locks it.
Like, we went in together just to be sure.
I mean,
Yep.
obviously you all
Just
have to
making
go in
sure.
there. Yep.
You go with him, closes the door and locks it. And as you hear his footsteps. You notice it's oddly quiet.
So we take turns keeping watch, yes?
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Good night, home.
We'll take the first 4 hours.
Olin just takes out his sleeping roll, sets up, leans against the door.
I'm just gonna be watching the door.
Great axe
For
like
the
across
first-
his lap because he's doing the sitting, like bottom half is in bedroll.
So Gariel is kind of sitting in a spot where he can watch the door, kind of with his axes out, not necessarily like ready to throw at all times, but ready to kind of get into a fight if he has to, because he's real on edge.
Well,
And then after
It
4
only
hours,
takes
he
a-
wakes up.
it only takes a few moments for you to realize there's no windows in these rooms.
I was gonna ask that.
What are the doors made of?
Strong oak.
Any candles? Okay.
There's a handful of candles lit.
Enough to
Okay.
light the room,
Mm-hmm.
like a normal room.
So,
Man, there's a chill down my spine in real life.
That means it's working.
I'm just gonna remain asleep until somebody tells me to wake up.
Go for it. As would be exactly what noblemen would probably do.
Yeah.
who's awake?
How long has it been? After 4 hours, I wake him up and go to bed.
Okay. It's getting to be about. It's getting to be. Well, I have no idea. You don't know how much time has passed. Hours or
yeah.
otherwise. There's no windows.
Can you maybe judge
Is there
by
any-
how far the candles burned?
Not with my intelligence.
You
But
might
I
be
probably
able
could.
to.
As
Yeah.
a scribe,
So
perception does
check.
that kind of
You
stuff.
would
when I'm
have
asleep.
mentioned that. No, you would have brought that up.
So then probably
so
I would have
so
been
then
on
you
the
would
watch.
have watched the first 4 hours.
In the future, before you say, I go to sleep, do all of this before
Do all the thinking.
you do
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In the future, decision is final.
Yeah.
But can we do
Yep.
this time?
This is
Okay.
fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll kind of mark kind of where the candle was and
That's
So,
judge time.
odds or evens?
Even.
Okay. Olm,
Olin is asleep against the door.
against the door.
Yep.
All right. What is your perception check? Or you're asleep against the door. You're asleep.
Reading.
You're reading?
Yeah.
You're asleep.
Yes.
Oh, crap. Albrecht. The air turns cold around you and a shimmering light bleeds through the door into the room, bathing the room in a faint bluish glow. The glow coalesces into a human form, the form of Gustav von Ritter, the same man you saw dead in the side of the road. His ghostly form is covered in strange scars as if he has been partially dissected by an anatomist, with straight cuts and right angles carved into his silvery skin. His mouth opens and closes dumbly until finally you hear his faint voice echoing as if from a distance. My father wishes you ill, strangers. You must flee this place, but my father commands the dark things in the woods, and to leave you will have to face him. Avenge me and all those who he has lured here before you. Save yourselves. I am so sorry, but my father used my soul, and he will do the same to you.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how
Gariel, oh my god!
You're not awake yet. You don't get to respond. It's all him.
Yeah. I do that. Gariel! Oh god!
Do I roll perception to wake up or anything?
Really quick question. Before we
I'm
continue.
just
Hang on.
whacking the shit. Oh god, Gariel!
Guys,
Shut up.
Which
Saying
rooms
something.
did we go into? Because we were offered
to.
4 doors.
I
I
was
don't know.
assuming next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. You took the middle two. You're asleep. So
So-
you start.
Oh god, no!
How thick?
You're asleep.
Gustav's ghost! Gustav's ghost! He came in! The Von Karstein.
Von
okay.
Von Ruder.
I didn't
We
know
are-
it was-
Von.
Von Ritter's evil. I think. I don't. You know how we're just getting a real creepy vibe from this whole place?
Yeah.
Gustav's ghost came in, told me that his father controlled his soul or something. I don't know, and lured us here.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out, man.
Okay. Well, either you're going crazy from lack of sleep, or, and this is actually a very real possibility and that scares me, we're all going to die. So,
I really like the crazy option.
go to bed.
Okay.
I'll stay up for a bit.
I don't think I can sleep.
Try.
Okay.
And, we'll talk to the others in the morning.
Okay.
Did either of them wake up from the oh god?
Stone walls.
Both of you roll me perception.
Oops,
checks.
I was thinking, yeah, because it's oak door, not oak wall. Never mind.
And it's a hard oak door.
Mm-hmm.
Like a great axe could get through it eventually.
Yes. No.
Roll like a 1.
You wake up.
Oh, did you roll
Wait,
double
what did you
0?
roll?
'Cause that's 100 then.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
You did you get it or no?
I got it.
Okay, so thumbs up. All right, Nicole.
That's what I did.
Oh no, you went like this and I went. That's a 0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever.
gotcha. No, it's
Isn't it?
it's
You-
bunghole.
1.
I can swear.
So
No,
That's not what we're counting.
So-
it's one joke. It's one
zeros on the hundreds and the 0 on the 10 is
equals
100.
Yes.
But zeros and then 1 is 1.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Because there's no like.
so you wake up hearing Albrecht shouting.
Oh, fuck. Gosh darn scribe. What is it at this time of hour? It's been
About what, like
a
20
long
minutes?
time.
You probably don't hear any more screaming.
After I wake up.
Probably
Yeah.
just him being a silly scribe, having those weird visions. Whatever the heck is a college.
College, that's
Beast
for
men.
fantasy.
I don't have divination powers yet. I might
Colleges
not,
and
depending on which college I go to.
We'll
Keep
see.
Okay.
Dreams of Tabitha. Tabitha.
Yes. Anyway,
Anyway, so I stand guard, ready to fight. Albrecht may or may not fall asleep.
After that,
I'm gonna make a willpower save or willpower check
Okay.
to see if I can calm myself down enough to actually go to sleep.
cool.
No.
Nope. You saw a frickin' ghost, man. You saw a ghost.
Yeah.
And the experience.
Actually, never mind. I was gonna ask, can I see the light under the door?
No.
It
But then I realized
came and went,
he
but then started screaming.
is like at the door,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't see it. You're in the way.
Good.
Even if it was there.
That's the point.
As the candles start to fade, you have no idea how long it's actually been. One moment you look at the candles, the next you look back. Did they get longer?
That. Hey, Gariel,
Yes.
you look at that candle real quick.
Yes.
Does that look taller than it was 10 minutes ago?
I'll roll an intelligence check to see
Mhm.
if I notice.
Or
No.
perception? Perception.
Oh, perception. That's based on intelligence still.
Probably didn't get it though.
No, I don't see anything wrong.
Does it seem
I
that the
I must be
candles are
seeing
getting-
things. There's no
Have
way.
you woken up
Sleep.
again?
Have you woken up again? He woke up.
Went back to sleep.
Not quite yet. No. You're still,
Oh,
you're
I
still
thought
up.
this was a lot longer. Never mind.
Okay.
So you have no idea.
I haven't noticed them move at all. Down, up.
Okay, I must be seeing things. That candles don't get longer. That doesn't make any sense. like beastmen.
Scale.
Humies.
There could be ghosts. There's no way there's ghosts. I'm just going crazy. Yeah, that's comforting. The sad thing is, it really is.
Do I have to roll anything to attempt to wake up this big one?
No. You poke him.
Is the door still locked?
Yes.
Is that candle longer to you than when we first went to sleep? I wonder. Obviously, perception.
Yep. Yes, it is actually longer. You remember because it cast that kind of shadow, and it kind of looked like, I don't know, it kind of looked like a weird horse or something like that on the ironwork. But now that it's actually got bigger, yeah, it doesn't look anything like that. The shadow is literally being cast differently.
I believe that there is sorcery amongst this room.
Stands up, gets out of his bedroll. Great axe.
All not paid enough for
You
sorcery.
are permitted to break the door.
Roll me a strength chest.
Do I roll a perception check to hear him breaking down a door?
I will tell you what checks to roll.
Got it. Thank you.
No.
You hit it, so you're hitting it once with your axe.
Yep.
Your axe just kind of bounces off. You know, you've broken down enough doors to kill the people inside to know that you're probably going to have to use your shoulder.
Okay. Hands you the axe.
Oh dear!
He's all surrounded by weaklings.
I suddenly have newfound
23.
respect.
What did you expect?
Oh god, dude.
I am weak.
Shoulder check.
Sweet.
Shoulder check.
Sweet Sigmar.
Crazy.
That one is a yes.
Holy Sigma.
Crunch.
Do it again.
Okay. No.
Ah.
Again, no.
Ah.
Yes.
You can... Ooh, it's giving. The door is giving.
Can he assist?
No.
Okay,
this
so it's not
particular
assist rolls?
No.
Okay. Didn't remember.
Yes.
Boom! You two, both wide awake, hear their door go down.
Oh god!
Strength check! Bull rush the door.
roll to strength it.
They're trying to break
Yes!
down Hess's door!
Crunch.
What's going on?
Walks over to the door that's not making noises. Knock, knock, knock.
Don't let him in! It's a ghost! No!
Please silence, you imbeciles!
That's exactly what a ghost would say!
Shut up! Command you. I command.
I fail my ninth strength check on the door.
I command you to be quiet.
Did it work?
No.
I command you to be quiet.
That's what a ghost would say! No! No! No!
All right. Calm down, Chom.
One just takes you by the shoulder and moves
Fail.
you out of the way of the door.
Also
He knows
fail
exactly
willpower.
what's happening.
No! No, we're gonna die!
Bull rush the door again.
Very fail.
You slip and you slip and hit it weird and you fall down.
At this point,
crunch.
has moved Hess out of the way and is sitting there like this, just staring at the door, waiting for it to
It just sort of rumbles a little bit.
Olm knows what's happening. He can hear it.
I will best you, door! Ah! I might not best you, door!
Sounds like
God,
dwarf
no.
need more to drink.
Only have a 25
You
strength.
you can hear Ulm taunting you through the door.
That's it.
It's a fail. I have 39. Yeah.
Wait, was it?
29.
Was that all on the other side of the door?
Yes.
Oh, they Sigmar. No ghost would want to be him.
Why? Okay.
Goriel cannot break down this door, he realizes.
Understand that.
Olin, can you give me a hand with this?
Sorry, you were talking.
If you kill him, you pay for him.
15 silver.
I thought it was 30
I
silver
am not
pieces.
paid. You have to haggle me first.
You don't have that skill.
Hey, Olin, could you give me a hand with the door?
Save us!
No.
Start hacking at the door with the axes.
Bing,
Lord,
bing,
Lord
bing.
Hess, please!
Just nothing.
At the first hit, you realize, if I keep this up, it's going to dull my axes. You're a dwarf. You're familiar enough with your metallurgical skills and weapons.
What about his
I
hammers?
try with the hammers.
Can't dull a hammer!
It makes a great door knocker.
Can he break the lock off the door?
No, it's a.
Sure, you can try to break the lock off the
At-
door.
At this instance, Olm just goes and checks the doorknob just in case.
It's locked.
That would have been awesome.
I absolutely would have played that for laughs. I would have opened and gone, and then closed.
And then locked it. Like, he's giving the key, but whatever.
Can I perform juggle at it? Will that help?
Perform pick lock.
Can I charm the door open?
Alright, door, it's the last thing I got. You want to open for me now?
The door is
You should
unmoved
have
by your
silver
pity
if you break the
display.
Alright, alright. Out of desperation, I'm gonna try to break down the door.
Watch him make it.
Like that?
I do not.
Oh.
Dang.
At this point, just hearing them hit the door and essentially slide off,
You just hear.
Olm backs up a little bit and starts trying to do it himself, because obviously it's going to take them all bloody night.
Quick question: is he gonna start taking damage? I'm trying to do this. Okay.
Yes.
I just want.
One more. You hear. Oh. Oh.
This is good.
Yes.
I back away
Please,
from the door
please
before
both of
this,
you
by
roll
the
me
way.
an athletics check so you don't get hit by it.
Dang it.
Nope. Athletics.
Athletics? Do you mean agility?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to get out of the way. Please roll me a strength.
No.
You are not able to catch it as the door comes in and hits Albrecht.
Albrecht, no!
Albrecht takes 1 point of damage as he goes, oof, oh, oh, it hits his head. Oh,
Reduced by
damage?
toughness, or
1 wound. Sorry.
so reduced by toughness still?
No,
because
Just take one.
It's an automatic.
Oh, yeah. No. It is reduced by toughness. It is
Okay.
reduced by toughness. So, oh,
So it's smart.
So it. That's my bad. Shouldn't have been there.
Olm,
Thank you, Olm.
know, Olm would make great spirit.
It's a thick oak door. I'm not positive you heard me from then. That being said, fair enough.
no, I just imagine behind the door. Who is that? Is that Olm? Yeah. And you just hear behind the door. Oh, thank God! No ghost would ever want to be him.
Like you hear it
Except
stage
more
whisper.
sniveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, I tell my lord.
Oh. They're busy.
Yeah.
I tell my lord, Albrecht was visited by a ghost tonight.
See the one guy I didn't write down?
Gustav.
Gustav.
The one that we met on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember his name now.
Yeah. I saw Gustav's ghost, guys. Seriously. Not crazy.
They're
I saw
trying to kill
Gustav's
us
ghost.
here.
He came. I talked to me. He had all these weird stitches on his body, like he was sewn together.
Is
And
there windows in the hall?
No,
Thank you.
On toward the door.
there are no windows.
How long has he been hitting head on door?
Only the once.
he told me that Lord Von Ritter controlled him somehow into luring us here.
Souls are sacred to Sigmar. That is blasphemous.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get out of here. But he said that the Lord has control over the beings and the dark forces in the forest around here, and that if we just try to leave, they will hunt us down. We have to deal with him before we can leave.
I just want to interject here because I have a question. You said the seal was an axe with a snake wrapped around it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh, good. Joe knows lore.
Just keep going.
You
Just
know
keep
a
going.
thing, and I don't like it.
I think I know what you're talking about, and
Shh. Proceed.
I'm not saying it, but I think so.
Proceed.
I'm not going to say anything. Don't worry about it.
This isn't proceeding.
Now, up until the
Roll me an intelligence check. See if you know.
With my intelligence 27. No.
You don't know it.
I
Which is why
command you
wasn't
to
going do
remember.
anything. That was
Would
just
there be
a,
like a knowledge heraldry thing?
Yep.
that was just a player
No.
check, not
Okay. I was like, you have it.
No.
a player knowledge. I would
wish.
not have known. Just
So,
wish.
so you are now in the hallway. The two doors broken down. There's been a lot of noise that's just happened, and you are in a dark hallway with only the light of those candles and nothing else.
I take a candle from the room to
I
bring
also
with me.
Take a candle.
Okay.
Everyone except for Olin should grab one. Grab
Can I make a torch?
one.
No.
Okay. There's not like. Can I like have Owen break the leg off
Until
of
we
a,
are
like,
sure
table?
that Sir Odrin deals us ill will, we are not going to destroy his abode besides the doors that were locked.
We're not going to destroy it more. Okay.
Just remember, kids. Collateral damage man is not a good name for a superhero.
Apparently neither is Men of Steel. Alright.
so the three of them grab candles. Olin has a great axe at the ready, as one does, and I guess we start walking into darkness, back into the winding, massive hallway that we had to work on to get here.
And right before we do this, actually, I'm going to say we should take a break. Quick.
Yep, I agree.
All right.